Hello all, it's Jan Kotze. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Um, so we are quickly going to run down the results of the school run strategy over the last 3 months since the last update, which was I think in June. Um, and just a thank you to Tom for making mention of my work that I've been doing on analyzing the school run strategy. Okay, so just to refresh everyone's memories, we've got here on the right-hand side the spreadsheet that has got all the settings for the school run. This is based on the 30-minute chart. And you will see I've also now added 15-minute and 5-minute charts or strategic settings. But to make sure that we are comparing apples with apples, we're going with the exact same settings for the 30-minute and see how it's evolving. Okay, so on the screen here, you can see that we are now having a 200,000 bar data range for 30 July 2015 to 13 October 2023. Comparing that to the previous data range, we are missing about 7 months worth of trades now. And I can confirm that between 11 November 2014 and 30 July 2015, we had $1,940 worth of profit that is now no longer present in these results. Okay, so notwithstanding the lost profit, we've definitely gone backwards with this strategy over the last 4 months or so. Because once we add that back in here, 12,500 versus 16,000 before, so about a 3,500 deterioration in the strategy. We see a slight deterioration in the win rate and also a lower average gain per trade. So what else can I say about this? Okay, so just for new viewers and everyone else, just to confirm exactly that the trades take place with the right candle in mind. As you can see here, we've got the 30-minute chart. The 9 o'clock candle is the one we are interested in. Its high never gets broken by 3 points, and while its low did get broken by 3 points, and so with this little orange tick here, you can see that's where the trade gets placed and executed, and this one then resulted in a win for the day. One day before, we had this candle as our signal bar, and we went long here at the blue tick. It was a fake out, and then we went short over there, again a few points below this 9 o'clock candle, stopped out of the long, went short, and then stayed short until it closed here. Now let's see, so that's 483, closed at 416, so that's the 68 profit target that we run the strategy with. Okay, so I guess that all should make sense to you now. And if I just want to look at why, can we tell why the strategy is not performing well recently? All right. So the last high we hit with this was 23,900. And that was November 22. So that was well within this bit here, where this one sort of ended. there. Um, and so I think what we are seeing here is that as the market is topping out and losing momentum, this strategy is starting to go sideways and underperform. Now, I guess if we do get a bear market developing now, and more fear comes into the market, that will bring volatility, and then the strategy should start to work a little bit better again. Let's switch over to the 15-minute charts now and the 5-minute for Tom's arse strategy. No pun intended. Okay, we'll do the 5-minute first because I think everyone would be interested in this. Right. Now with the 5 minutes, slightly different. We can't do the months that we don't trade because the data is just too short, right? You know, you can't determine which months would be over a long period unprofitable if you only have 2 or 3 samples. So that's off the table. The Monday thing also didn't work out for this, so we do trade on Mondays. Excluding Mondays actually would have just cut trades from the population and not make a difference. Well, it would detract from the profit instead of adding to it. So the settings are also 68 for profit. This time we have to have a 50-point max candle, and that helps reduce the stop loss. We also use, instead of a 20 minimum candle, we use a 10 minimum candle, and still a 3-point buffer, still a 68 profit. We limit the new trades until 11 a.m. instead of the 3 o'clock in the 30-minute candle, and we still close at 6 Berlin time. All these times are Berlin time. All right, so I think this is still the 30-minute. Let me just bring this up here. Okay, so what's nice about this is we've got a trading strategy that's firing over a much shorter period. If you can imagine that 200,000 5-minute bars, there's 6 times less data than the 30-minute bar for 200,000 candles. So, and you are generating a profit of 10,240. The win rate's lower, yes, but because of the reduced stop loss of 50 points plus the buffer, you are getting a much better result. So because the relationship between the stop loss and the TP is more favorable than here where you added 90 to 68. And then there's nothing more to say about this really. So you've got the settings. I do like this very nice upward sloping equity curve. Now, similar to the 30-minute in recent times, although it did start later to underperform, but it has started to underperform as well. And I don't think the only period we have that's similar to this type of drawdown is this bit here. And sort of marks, actually no, this is an uptrend, that's a downtrend. So there's not really anything we can say about that. Why is that so? Okay, so now let's jump to the 15-minute. Just want to check all my settings here. 9:15. Oh, yep. So this is actually, this should be 9:15. Oh, and this one. And let's see, I think this is correct. Okay, $12,756 profit. It's probably the best one of the three so far. It's got a slightly higher win rate. And with the I don't have the same past results to add to this one due to dropped off data, but yeah, if you just see that this one's standing on its own, it's got $12,756 with the 30-minute at 10,000. So the settings for this one very much similar to the 5-minute one. It doesn't use, by the way, neither of them use the exponential average to filter trades. The 15-minute don't trade on Mondays. It doesn't trade in the months, similar to the 30-minute. And it's just the only difference between the 30-minute and the 15-minute is the use of the exponential average and the entry time, really, or the signal candle. Otherwise, it's the same. And of course, also the smaller stop loss with a smaller max candle. So there you go. Very similar pattern to the 5-minute, but just with the little flat periods where we hit months where we don't trade. So there you go. Those filters do make a difference. So without it, it would be quite mediocre. I'll remove it. Let's remove the filter for Mondays and the month, so you'll see what the difference is. So now we will trade every month and every day. Okay, so it's actually still quite profitable, but you do lose about $2,000-3,000 of profit. And there you go. That's the update on the SchoolRun strategy. So it does seem that with Tom's discretionary approach in exiting, he is outperforming the strategy at the moment, because he certainly, as you have seen in these results, he's made a bit of money over the last 2 months, recovering his position for the year. So that's all I have for you for now. I will be looking at the New Zealand USD for this, how the strategy will perform on it, given that Tom hinted that it is actually successful. Okay, I'll be back soon. So trade well, and I hope to see you in Tom's stream. All the best. Oh, by the way, let's just before I sign off, the DAX swing is the one that uses the 8-point buffer, because it also runs for a much larger TP. So this is its settings, just for your sake. The DAX scalp, we used to have the trailing stop, but because it was larger than the TP, it actually would not have made a difference. So I removed it just to remove any ambiguity. But there you go. Okay.